$1,600 Washington, D.C., that's where I am, oh no, poor me. Even though I'm at the bottom of the list, oh Lord, I never wanted this. So won't you please, please pay attention to the following line of succession that's been in place since the 1700s till today. It all began when the president had a sudden and total awakening that completely rearranged their state of heart. And even worse than a newly grown moral compass and a developing code of ethics, they got into art. And so out the White House they went, and next came the vice president who ate too much drywall after seeing Lincoln's ghost float oh so very disapprovingly down the hall. And so the Speaker of the House of Representatives prepared to lead, but due to their old jobs, roles, and responsibilities, they rarely spoke. And so ironically, when it came time to talk, they clammed up. And so the President pro tempore of the Senate showed up, but soon discovered Senorique left the White House for the cup. Look it up. And so in came the Secretary of State, but a heart attack was their fate. And so in came the Secretary of the Treasury, but swiftly called it quits the minute they saw their feet. And so the Secretary of Defense arrived. It was a miracle that they survived after ingesting Jimson weed with the Havasubai. And as they rolled them out the joint, the Attorney General they did appoint. Whoopee! But before they went to bed, they self-immolated, didn't even bother turning out the light. And so the Secretary of the Interior, though feeling morally superior, got caught that night on a dark website. And so the Secretary of Agriculture became top brass, but a heart attack at mass put him under the grass. And so the Secretary of Commerce made their debut on Pennsylvania Avenue, but after sniffing too much glue, not one more day could they get through, no. And in came the Secretary of Labor, but the time soon was done when they suggested a guaranteed income. And so the Secretary of Health and Human Services we chose, but their willingness to expose the truth about UFOs they did oppose. And so the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development they did recruit, but they read Beginner's Mind, became a monk and soon resigned before they got the boot. And so the Secretary of Transportation we welcomed aboard, but the subway stopped halfway and service is yet to be restored, oh no. And so the Secretary of Energy we did enlist, but soon had to desist after the million scandalous tryst. But it wasn't even that, somebody found their prayer mat, oh no. And so in came the Secretary of Education, but they showed up with a letter of resignation. And so the Secretary of Veterans Affairs became Commander-in-Chief. But the resulting HRV that not even TMS or EMDR or CBT could relieve their hypersensitivity, and so naturally they had to go into recovery. And so in came the Secretary of Homeland Security, but after trying to explain that the matriarchy simply means equality, it was all too scary, we had to set him free. And roughly after 323 million people more were swallowed by DC, it all fell on me. Now that's a drag.